So, Cardi B won in court again. Turns out the person who brought the suit was a real scammer. So let's get into these crazy details. Y'all remember back in 2018 when Cardi found out that she was pregnant with Culture? It was a big deal to her and she didn't want anyone to know because, as you remember, it was like a huge news story. Anyway, she wanted to keep it a secret, so she makes a secret doctor's appointment. So much so that she doesn't even bring her bodyguard with her. The doctor clears his schedule so that no other patients are there when she comes. She can come in, she can go out without being seen. I mean, it was a whole big thing for her. Anyway, Cardi enters the building where she's going to have her appointment. And right away, she hears someone yelling her name. Cardi B, Cardi B. She's annoyed, but she looks. And who's yelling her name? The security guard, being mad unprofessional. Anyway, Cardi ignores her and gets on the elevator to head to her appointment. Y'all, why does the security guard leave her post, follow Cardi B onto the elevator, and get this? She takes out her phone and starts recording Cardi. Now, Cardi is already annoyed because she wanted to be, secret about this. So, of course, she gives the security guard some choice words. And we know how Cardi gets down, so ain't no telling what she said to this security guard. But anyway, I imagine the security guard got in her feelings because Cardi probably cussed her out. So what does she do? She follows her off of the elevator. While Cardi is trying to go to her doctor's appointment, the security guard is all in her face, screaming, talking about, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Anyway, they're making so much noise that the receptionist comes out into the hall to see what in the world is going on. She finds Cardi pinned up against the wall with the security guard all in her face, yelling at her. Y'all, they were so loud that even the doctor came out in the hall to see what the commotion was. He sees this whole spectacle going on. He tells the security guard to leave and go back to her post and that she's being unprofessional. Anyway, Cardi has her appointment. Culture is born. And Cardi goes on with the rest of her life. 4 years later, the security guard decides to go to the doctor claiming she was injured by the incident with Cardi B 4 years before. Now, she doesn't present in court any photos of this injury, but she has supposedly $17,000 worth of plastic surgery to correct whatever damage she's claiming. She does, however, have pictures of her cheek post-surgery. So the supposed scar that was left behind from the surgery, she never showed any pictures before. Anyway, she finds a lawyer and decides to sue Cardi for $24 million. She claims that Cardi got her fired and that's part of the emotional distress. Anyway, the security guard's attorney tries so hard for whatever reason to keep the doctor and the receptionist from testifying during the case. Seemed like if they're witnesses, they should be there, but for whatever reason, they did not want them to testify. It's overruled or whatever, and the receptionist and the doctor both testify. Comes to find out that the security guard had secretly reached out to the receptionist to get her to go in on the lawsuit, talking about we should sue Cardi for what she did. The receptionist clearly said, no, it was all your fault. You started everything. Why would I sue with you? So she goes ahead and sues on her own. When the doctor gets up to testify, remember she is suing Cardi for getting her fired. The doctor says that he was so upset about the whole incident that he went to the security guard's supervisor and had her fired. So it wasn't even Cardi who had got the girl fired. It was the doctor. So now the judge is like, this is ridiculous. Cardi, you win, basically. The security guard is claiming that she's going to file an appeal. She feels like she has a winning case and that her case was mishandled some way, so she's threatening to appeal. But she's just embarrassed, that's all. And I wanted to know, in a case like this, doesn't she have to pay Cardi's court fees? Not to mention her own attorney. She thought she was going to come up real quick on a $24 million suit. Turns out she just got a $24 million bill. Well, probably not $24 million, but it's going to be quite a bit paying her attorney fees. And if she has to pay Cardi's attorney fees, which she should, because this whole thing was just fake, if you ask me. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that Cardi did win her lawsuit, the $24 million suit. And turns out that the security guard was a scammer. Well, that's it and that's all. See you in the next video. Bye.